Hello everyone, my name is Liam. James' parents were eaten by a rhino, so James had to live with Aunt Sponge and Aunt Spiker. They were horrible. James wanted to go to the seaside, but the aunt said no. Some men came to James and showed a luminous green crystal. James lost his green tongues, and the peach tree had a peach, and it grew bigger and bigger. And Sponge and Spiker decided to drop James in a well, and James thought the peach was spellbound. The peach was the most beautiful thing, and it was a miracle. And Spiker and Aunt Sponge made money and showed the giant peach. James was locked in his bedroom and ate nothing all day. The aunt said he had to clean up the house and the garbage the customers had left. There were many insects inside the giant peach. They were hungry, so James was afraid because the insects could eat James. But they told James that he is part of the crew and they are close and they care for each other. James had a good time and fell asleep in the giant peach. Centipede chewed on the peach's stem so the peach could roll down the hill, and Sponge and Spiker were flattered and died by the peach, and they decided to climb on up to the ceiling. This book didn't mention that Sponge and Spiker were actually dead. The insects started the trip. The peach floated onto the ocean. Actually, I was astonished by how the peach did not sink, and the insects were very excited. But the sharks attacked the giant peach, and James figured out how to escape from the peach. Silkworm and Miss Spider worked very hard to make many long silk lassos. They cut the seagulls and made the peach leaf. Like that, they cut 501 plus 1, 502 seagulls. So the peach was like a fabulous golden balloon and a ship. So the peach for a moment. James and the insect's friends had a great time in the United States of America. The ladybug and the earthworm received a great love from the farmers. The ladybug ate bad bugs which were ruining the farm vegetables, and the earthworm made good soil. Finally, the hailstone stopped and the rainbow was created. It was very beautiful, and the centipede turned purple by quick drying purple paint. And my favorite scene was when the centipede became free to move because the paint was washed. So the earthworm said, "That's the worst news I've had in a long time." Chapter 13. James made centipede to become an alien and cut the rope which is connected to the giant peach, so the centipede cut the silk strings. And the giant peach flew to New York City. The New Yorkers were in terror because the big ball peach were falling from the sky. The peach plummeted to the pinnacle of the Empire State Building. James and the friends said farewell. The New Yorkers were terrified, and the seagulls flew away, and the centipede fretted he hasn't had enough time to polish his boots. Plus, if it were a real bomb, I would call the police and go into a bunker. Finally, the citizens of New York figured out that this peach was not bomb. It's just a giant peach. The mayor of New York had a parade for the giant peach, and they became superstars. They became famous, and the giant peach were eaten by some kids. Thank you very much for listening. Have a nice day.